Welcome back to Maxs Garaj Mahal. We're going to take a look at a couple of step ladders we have here. The old Cosco, no, not Costco, Cosco steel ladder. This is, I don't even know if it has any kind of information on it anymore or not. I've loaned this thing out a bunch of times, used it during building a couple houses and repairing houses. It's got something I like here, and it's a paper towel holder. And back when I used to paint, do oil paintings, I used to put a paper towel hold, a roll of paper towels here. It's pretty nice. Anyway, so that's the Cosco, and it has a measuring tape on it here built in. It's good solid old sucker, weighs 16.6 pounds, pretty heavy for a ladder. I mean, if you're going to use this in a house, a lot of people's house as they get older, this thing is going to be a little heavier for them. It's 16.6 pounds. Doesn't seem like a whole lot, and it's really not, but at the same time, as you get older, 16.6 pounds can be quite a bit, and it can be difficult for some to maneuver around, pick up, go upstairs with, such as that. Now, we just picked up yesterday this little giant Xtra Lite Plus. It's called a 5-foot. If you notice, these things are both about 5 foot tall. We'll get out the old trusty Maxs Garaj Mahal tape measure here, and we'll put the measurement this thing. And this is 4 foot 6.5 inches. Okay, this one is 4 foot 9, about 1/4 inch. Now this one has something that was interesting. Excuse me. It has a raising handle here that locks in place, like all the little giants have different locking mechanisms. And this is pretty neat. And this one's got a little latch here that when you put this top step down, or rung, it makes a full foot step, and I'm going to show that to you shortly. This thing weighs 13.8 ounces, I believe it was. I didn't weigh it myself. I'm just taking it off the site, and it still has all the information on it here. It did have. I didn't tape that back down, did I? I cut it off. But tell you what, I can bring it over here and show it to you. So it's called the Little Giant. My fingers out of the way. Little Giant Xtra Lite Plus Pro grade, and it says it's a 5 foot climb with confidence rotating safety handrail. That's this thing I just showed you. And it's compact storage, lightweight, simple setup, lifetime warranty. Now, let's don't underrate this old girl over here. This too was a lifetime warranty, and it's already over 40 years old, and it's held up pretty good. It's been used a lot, and when I got it, I probably weighed 100 pounds less than I do now. Okay, maybe 75, maybe 60, but still, it's sturdy. It don't make a lot of rattling around. Just a good old machine, good old ladder. This thing here, now that's easy to set up. I'm going to show you that. Let me get rid of this real quick. I don't need that. Don't want to lose it. Now I'm going to show you the ease of setup on the Little Giant. Raise that, latches down, and it's in place. All right. That's real simple. It's real light. It's real smooth. Now, first I got to take this one back apart, more or less, and then I got to remember how to. I've only had it for about 35 years, so you got to understand. I got to remember how to do this. All right. Now to set this one up, then you can pull this. You got to set it on this front leg, and then do that right there. Then you have to engage these locks right here. Don't know if you can see that. I'll raise it up where you can see the locks down here. Engage these locks right here. And this sucker's not going anywhere. I mean, it's sturdy, it's steady, But here's the thing. The reason why this was an addition to the shop in the Maxs Garaj Mahal in Gray Gables over there is, if you notice, let me tilt you down just a tad here. Now if you notice, the step height on this one is a grand total of 26.5 inches. 26.5 inches. This one is about 8 inches higher off the ground. Let's see if that's correct. Get over here and get a better measurement. And this one is 34 inches. Alright, so that's about 8 inches, 7.5 inches. So this is going to give you a little more height reach because this one is 34 inches off the ground. It's also got this really nice little handle that once you get up on that top, and I'm going to do that real quickly for you. I guess I need to take this tape loose. You know, it's funny, I put that back on there so you can see all the numbers and letters and everything. Now I'm going to cut it back off again. That's part of making these videos for you guys, so you can get all the information. Alright, now, and since I don't have a cameraman, I'm it. Now let me tilt back up. Alright, I'm going to go up here. I'm going to put this handle down right here, as you can see. We'll come up here, and that's pretty comfortable. I reach up to I can reach up to 10 foot with this one. That's pretty good. Alright. Now then. And if I didn't feel comfortable, I could just reach down, pull this up, lock it in place, and I feel a lot more comfortable. Real quickly, let's go over to this one and see how high I can reach. Stepping on this sucker. Whoops, lost my anchor down there. Hang on, guys, I apologize. And I can reach up to 9 foot 2 inches. 9 foot 2 inches. Alright. Well, if that doesn't make sense to you, it should, because if this top step was 8 inches higher than this one, that'll give me another 8 inches of reach. So anyway, just want to give you some figures and numbers there so that you can get an idea. Now once again, I showed you how to set that up. I'm going to show you how easy it is to take these down. Over here, tilt you back down again. Let's zoom in just a little bit. Tilt a little bit more. Alright, you have this handle right here. Right here. Pull up on that. Just that easy. And set it right over here against the door. Alright, now to take this one down, you got to fight it. Now, you got to pull up and unlock this right here. And I always forget which way you got to go. But I got it first time on that one, so that's not too bad this time. Alright, so that's how you do that. And I'll both set up a little closer and get up to the door. This one actually take up less space front to back from the wall. This right here will come in at, now that'll stay there real well. Alright, get over on your side, that is 4.5 inches from the wall. Alright, let this tighten up as much as possible. And alright, this one is 6.5. So this is 2 inches further out from the wall, and it's pretty comfortable. It shouldn't fall right there. So this one will take up less space from the wall out, the old Cosco steel. This one's going to take up 2 inches more. However, footprint wise, this one is only 20 inches wide, and the Cosco with this plastic extra width feet is, get the taper in here, 21.5. So that's not too bad. It's not a lot of difference. Now, again, this is with the handle up, and this might change things somewhat. We put the handle down. No, even the same. So that remains the same. Okay. So as far as the Cosco to the little giant, which do you think would be best to have around your house? The lightweight or the heavyweight? The heavyweight has less extension height because of the low step. This has got a full foot pedal rung on it, which is nice. Has the extendable handle on it, so that's a really nice little tool. This one in November 19 of 2021 was $89.95 or 99 cents. This one in, I think, 1982, I think, was like $109 back then, and they aren't that high, I don't think, today. So these are still available, best I remember. But this is a pretty good little addition. Now, there is something I want you to understand as well, and this is going to wrap this up. The ease of movement of these two ladders. I stick my arm right in here between the tool rack and the rung, just like that. Get over where you can see it real well. Just like that, and it's real easy to tote around, even though it is a little heavier. Now, with that said, let's go ahead and pick this thing up and figure out how to carry it. That's the only problem I had with this so far, is trying to figure out how to tote this thing, because it's not comfortable no matter what you do. It's just not comfortable to pick up, try to tote. You really can't reach in here like that. You can, and I'm 5'10", and that's sitting on the ground with my fingertips just barely picking it up, reaching that rung. So let me do something real quick. Let's do a comparison. Alright, I'm going to do this heavy one with my left hand. I'm going to tilt you back down one more time, and then I'm going to show you what I'm trying to make understandable to you is, alright, I'm going to take this one, turn around this way, and I'm going to stick my hand right through here and grab that step. I'm going to have to reach over the top of this one and try to get hold of it, and there we go. This is up off the ground probably 10 inches. And this one, I'm having to raise my shoulder up, and I know you can't see that, so what I'm going to do is, real quickly, let me put these back against the wall. I will tilt the camera down some more, or angle the camera out towards the drive, so you can see me try to move those ladders, stay. And then you'll get a better idea of what I'm talking about. Alrighty. Now then, here we go. Left-handed and right-handed. Alright, I've got the light one on the right side, and left one I've got the old heavy one. So I'm having to really hold this up. This is just my arm's extended. This one right here, my arms and fingertips are extended. Barely can get my fingertip, just got the very tips of these two fingers on it. and then I'm having to raise my shoulder up. Now if you're going any distance with that, that's going to be really uncomfortable. You can also grab it this way, right here, but that's even more uncomfortable because now you're having to use your biceps more, not your legs back. You could reach down and get it this way, but then it's going to flip over on you just real easily. It's also very hard on the fingers. Now I know that doesn't have a lot. Let me put this back. And you're probably thinking, well, what does that have to do with using this ladder? And there's a 2-story house there. There's a couple others I work with. And you have to go up and down the stairs with these things. It's hard to get this one up over the rungs. That are the treads. That's a problem. This one right here, you just reach in there and grab it with any hand, either hand, and sort of pull it up and slightly back. You can just scurry right on up the stairs, which is good. But that's really the only negative I see about this ladder, is the difficulty of transporting it by hand. So hopefully you got a little bit out of this video and it gave you an idea of my thoughts on these ladders. You're not going to go wrong with this. It's got drill bit measuring holes here. It's got screw size indicators. Same thing here, drill size indicators. It's got a place to mount. You've got a place to put paint brushes and various things like that. And you've got a place to put tie downs when you have things on this. It's got a paint bucket holder here. This one over here, it basically has a couple of holes in it, a couple of small holes. And I think you can buy an attachment or two for it that goes in this right here to like hold a paint bucket. So in order to hold a paint bucket with that one, you're going to have to buy more attachments. That's the way Little Giant works, is they'll sell you the basics and then they start adding all the applications to it. So again, Cosco steel, Little Giant Plus, Xtra Lite Plus. Both of them really nice. This holds 375 pounds. I think I told you that earlier. This one holds my weight a couple of times. And if you got anything out of this, hope you'll give me a thumbs up and share these videos if you would. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and hit that little notification button right down here. And that way you'll get notified the next video that comes out. We appreciate you guys coming by Maxs Garaj Mahal. And as we always say, y'all come back and see us now, yeah?